Be advised that while the overall historical context remains accurate according to our findings, it's essential to specify that some scenes depicted in it did not occur exactly as portrayed. These scenes were added to enhance viewers' understanding of events that transpired during that period. Enjoy watching. Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi are iconic figures in Zimbabwean history, known for their resistance against colonial rule during the late 19th century. Their story is a testament to the resilience and bravery of the people of Zimbabwe and their fight for independence. Mbuya Nehanda, also known as Nehanda Charwe Nyakasakana, was born around the 1840s in the Chizawasha district of central Mashonaland. She was the daughter of a man named Chitora, who was the younger son of Sheachimwe, the founder of Hwata dynasty in the Upper Mazowe Valley in the 18th century. Mbuya Nehanda belonged to the Shona people, who were one of the largest ethnic groups in the region, showing remarkable intelligence and leadership skills from a young age. She became a Sekuru, or spirit medium, in the 1880s and was a medium of the Shona spirit Nehanda, which led to her being given the title Nehanda or Mbuya Nehanda, Mbuya being the Shona word for grandmother. As a traditional healer and spiritual leader, she gained the trust and respect of her people. Sekuru Kaguvi, also known as Gumborishumba, which means the foot or claw of a lion, was a Sekuru, a traditionalist leader and a prominent figure in the Shona Rebellion of 1896 to 1897 in pre-colonial Zimbabwe. The name Sekuru is a respectful term in the Shona language, which means paternal uncle or elder. This name was given to him due to his wisdom, knowledge, and respected status in the community. Kaguvi's background was deeply rooted in the traditional beliefs and practices. He was renowned for possessing supernatural powers, including the ability to communicate with spirits and ancestors, which was a highly respected skill within the Karikor culture. Kaguvi lived in Chikwaka's Kraal in the Goromanzi Hill, near Harare, Zimbabwe. He operated in the Goromanzi area of Mashonaland and was one of the most influential leaders during the First Chimurenga, also known as the Shona resistance against British colonial rule. He also became known as a supplier of good luck in hunting and was able to speak to people from the trees and rocks. In the 1890, British colonists under the flag of the British South Africa Company, BSAC, led by Cecil John Rhodes, invaded Mashonaland, in present-day Zimbabwe. They confiscated the land and livestock of the indigenous people living there in the company's attempt to find gold. The British government had granted the company exclusive mining rights, and BSAC imposed forced labor and taxes on the local families. The local Zimbabwean population was marginalized and subjected to various forms of discrimination and exploitation. They were dispossessed of their lands and forced into reserves or labor on the company's mines and farms. This scenario triggered an uprising known as Chimurenga, Liberation War, a military campaign that began in March 1896 to drive the British out of the region. A crucial aspect of this first uprising was its strong connection to religion and traditional religious leaders of local communities. The Shona and other indigenous tribes fiercely resisted this invasion, determined to protect their land and way of life. Mbuya Nehanda emerged as a key figure in the resistance movement, uniting the different tribes and leading a series of successful uprisings against the British forces. Alongside Mbuya Nehanda, Sekuru Kaguvi played a pivotal role in the struggle for independence. Kaguvi was a respected leader and strategist within the Shona community. He recognized for a united front against the British colonizers and formed strong alliance with Mbuya Nehanda. Together, they devised military strategies, inspired and motivated their people, and led a series of successful uprisings against the British forces throughout the region. Their actions were a testament to their courage and their unwavering commitment to their people's freedom. They were not just leaders, they were the embodiment of resilience, the very essence of resistance against colonial rule. However, their actions did not go unnoticed by the British authorities. In 1898, they were captured, Mbuya Nehanda being accused for inciting rebellion. They were imprisoned, and on March 2, 1898, they were sentenced to death despite protests and international outcry. Mbuya Nehanda's famous words before she was hanged, "My bones shall rise again." The capture and execution of Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi were indeed tragic. But it marked a pivotal moment in the fight for independence. Their sacrifice was not in vain. Instead, it ignited a fire of resistance that would not be extinguished until Zimbabwe claimed its freedom. Their executions marked a turning point in the resistance, transforming them into martyrs and symbols of the struggle for independence. Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi's spirit of resistance did not die with them. Instead, it lived on, inspiring future generations to continue the fight for independence. Their courage, sacrifice, and the strength of their belief in the right to self-governance became the foundation for Zimbabwe's eventual liberation. The seeds of rebellion they had sown grew into a tree of resistance that would, in time, bear the fruit of independence. Their actions ignited a spark that would become a flame, shining a light on the path towards freedom. Even as they faced the gallows, their spirits remained unbroken, their conviction unwavering, their resolve steadfast. Their last breaths echoed with the spirit of resistance, their final words a promise of the struggle that would carry on. In the years that followed their execution, the spirit of Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi was kept alive in the hearts of the Zimbabwean people. Their names became a rallying cry, a symbol of the struggle against colonial oppression, a beacon of hope for those who dared to dream of a free Zimbabwe. The fight for independence continued, carried forward by those who were inspired by the bravery and sacrifice of these two extraordinary leaders. Their story, their struggle, and their sacrifice became a source of strength and motivation for those who took up the mantle of resistance. It was a long and arduous journey, but the spirit of Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi guided them every step of the way. Finally, in the 1980, their dream was realized. Zimbabwe gained its independence, breaking free from the shackles of colonial rule. The legacy of Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi had come full circle. Their spirit of resistance had led their people to freedom. Today, Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi are celebrated as national heroes in Zimbabwe. Their names are etched in the annals of history, their story a testament to the power of resistance, the strength of conviction, and the indomitable spirit of the Zimbabwean people. The story of Mbuya Nehanda and Sekuru Kaguvi serves as a testament to the resilience, bravery, and spirit of the Zimbabwean people, reminding us that the fight for freedom is never in vain. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content and notification.